again to our third hangout call. I think it is our third, right? We had an awesome week talking about challenge groups, and I want to make sure that everybody gets with their sponsor so that they can talk about when their next one is and how it's going and how the inviting is going and everything. So make sure you do that. We had a lot of information out, so if you have any questions, make sure you're asking. If you're not getting answers, then make sure you're messaging us. Amy is going to get started and give us some recognition, but before she does, I just want to let you know that this week coming up, we're going to be talking all about sponsoring, keeping our challengers participating and excited about the challenge and keeping them going, and going Emerald. So make sure you definitely have your time marked out every day. I just posted today some more information about scheduling because, yes, I'm a stickler for that, making sure you have your office hours. And so make sure you watch that. And go ahead, Amy, you can take it over and talk about recognition.
All right. Hey, y'all. I am so excited. Not too many things that are going on this week with the Success Club points, and that's okay because I'm having a slow week, and it's okay. But we have some big announcements. Our girl Mia has reached Emerald this week in her business. Yay! Woohoo! Do the dance, do a dance. It's a huge it's a huge stepping stone, and what is so awesome about your achievement for Emerald is because you've been working so hard on this, and you have been doing the 3 vital behaviors, and you never gave up. There's so many times where you could have been like, it's not working, and this is not for me, and I give up. But you didn't, and you stuck it out, and I'm so, so proud of you. You're going to go so far, and I'm just really, really proud of you. Yay!
Well, thank you
awesome.
so much, Amy. I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. I truly feel like you are a part of my team and that you are my little person, and I welcome you to the team. I love having you. I'm so proud of you. Also, I want to give a shout out to Ashley. She is actually running 2 businesses. So she runs hers and she runs her husband's. Her husband already, she already got him to Emerald, and she is Emerald, and she also earned her Summit, her free ticket to Summit. So she just earned that this week. So yay! Super exciting news, guys. Yeah, we're only a few weeks into this coach training, and there's a lot of exciting stuff happen. So I'm so thrilled. So keep up the good work, and I can't wait to announce some more Emeralds.
Yay!
Yeah, woo! Thank you, Amy. Okay, so first things up is I want to talk to you about the most amazing, life-changing event of the year. And Amy just brought it up that I just got my, oh man, I don't have it printed out. Anyway, I just got my free ticket to Summit. Woo! Now, my situation was a little different, so I have 2 tickets, but I'm not sure if Jesse's going or not. So anyway, but let me go over what Summit is anyway first. So it's exactly 4 months, 27 days, and 12 hours away. That's very important. Write it down in your schedule. It's wow, I just totally forgot the date. Well, it's in July.
July 16th.
16th, thank you. July 16th. And let me tell you, if you've been to Super Saturday, which I'm pretty sure, yep, Amber, you've been, Mia, I know you've been to Super Saturday, and you've been to Summit. And and then Amy, you've been, Kaylee, I think you've been to a Super Saturday. Anyway, Super Saturday is like 1% of what Summit is. So if you liked Super Saturday and you got any great information about, with Super Saturday, you're going to be blown away at Summit. I'm going to give you a couple stats of what happened to me after Summit. First, I made a decision. To run this hobby like a business. I learned how to do that there. I saw what the company was all about. I learned from the best of the best in the company on how to run efficient challenge groups, how to invite, how to follow up. It's one thing to get the information through training, which is awesome, but to hear it from the top people in the company is just mind-blowing. I came back with a whole crazy notebook of notes from it. I saw amazing transformations from people, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually. It's pretty amazing to see these people come up on stage and talk about where they came from and their story that started with a physical change, and that physical change gave them the ability to think differently, and then they started in the company as a coach, and then helping others, helped them change mentally, and then spiritually it's led them to their path to whether it be Christianity or whatever it led their path to, it's given them the ability and the way to do it. Second thing, I came back, I have hit Success Club every single month afterwards, and that's due to the commitment, the seeing of what the company is all about, and the information that we learned. And then the third fact is when I came back, okay, if you look at my year last year, 2014, which, by the way, you should check this thing out. It's the Road Leader Roadmap worksheet. I'll post it later. Anyway, you track how much you make every month, along with your Success Club points, along with your challengers, everything. It's just an amazing tracking sheet for your company. But in this, what I realized is my first 6 months of last year, I saw my income and I averaged it. And then I averaged my last 6 months of last year because Summit was right in the middle. And from comparing the first 6 months average monthly income to the second 6 months, my income grew by 6 times per month. So 600%. So if you're interested in growing your income 600%, I highly recommend going to Summit. It will change your life. So do everything you possibly can. Right now the tickets are $245. They will increase. So get them now. Do whatever you can. Sell something. Sell more challenge packs. Who would have thought? Do something extra for somebody. Whatever you have to do, get the $245, get the ticket. When it comes to, oh, by the way, write this down. The website is www.coachsummit2015.com. So you're going to go on there, you're going to get your ticket, okay? If you're a new coach, you can actually get your ticket for free. If you hit Success Club the first 3 months of your business, so let's say you get started in January, you don't actually have to have January count. You can go from February, March, and April and hit your Success Club, and then you'll get all of the ticket for free. Oh, rooms, that's what I wanted to say. We have plenty of rooms right now for everybody. So we're all going to split the rooms. If for some reason we need another one, we'll find a way to get another one. But right now I think we have enough for everybody to split a room. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about getting an extra room for now. Just make sure you talk to your sponsor coach and make sure that we have enough to split. Basically, that's it about Summit, other than just go. Make sure you're there. Okay. Let's see what else. I just realized that I'm not on the screen. Okay, so I'm just trying to think. Secondly, okay. Yeah, I think we'll do this. Okay, Google Docs. We're going to go over this real quick. The other day I posted something about putting all the Google documents that we've been sharing in one file or one folder. So if you're at your computer, you might want to follow along. Let me make sure I pull it up the right way. Here we go. Hold on, I'm going to put this on screen share so you can see it. There we go. You guys can see that, right? All right, cool. All right, so this is Google, and we're going to go into Google Docs. So you're going to click this little Apps button, and you're going to go down to Drive. Okay, so this is all my documents here. So what you're going to notice is when you get sent this folder that we're sharing, you're going to come over here to Incoming. When you see it here, look at all these that I have here. When you see it, let's pretend this one is it. You're going to go over to the right, and you're going to click Add to My Drive. So when you see it, it's going to be called Team Destiny Bootcamp. Is that what we have it called? I think. Team Destiny Bootcamp. You're going to go over here and you're going to click Add to My Drive. Then you're going to go to My Drive. Yeah, here it is. Oh, yours is going to be called New Coach Folder. That's right. So you'll find New Coach Folder in your stuff, and when you bring it up, you're going to see this. These are all the documents that we've been using throughout the training. So you'll have your interviewing. That's for when you're talking to a challenger. You have your 2 contact lists. This one is a spreadsheet that you can continually, you can copy and paste it into a new document and use it on your computer. This one you can just print and use if you're not going to be updating it on the computer. Up to the left, you've got your challenge invite examples, so you can use this as a template or to look at it when you're creating your own invites for your challenge groups. Also, I think in there is inviting, like on a one-on-one messaging when you use Messenger. Over here, this is the participant guide for what you were supposed to have done already before Coach Basics started, or the boot camp. These are your common responses. This is really, really important to have with you when you're talking to people and they start bringing up questions. And then this is your complete customer guide, your customer to coach guide. So you're going to use this as talking points when you're talking to challengers about becoming a coach. Up here you got your 5-day free challenge information. Has everything in it for the 5-day free challenge, your guideline, your meal plans, your workouts, and then under here you have your daily task lists. Week 1, week 2, week 3. Right now we're on week 3, so you would use that. I hope that explains it well enough. If you guys have questions, go ahead and unmute and let me know what kind of questions you have. So yeah, it'll show up like this, the new coach folder. And then you have your information. Any questions? Head nods? No. Yes. No. Okay, cool. We're done with that. By the way, I think this whole Google Plus thing is really one of the coolest things around, just so you know. Okay, lastly, actually 2 things. First thing, we're going to talk a little bit about the progression of a customer to a coach. So I made this a couple months ago to remind me, just to give me a visual of what happens when I talk to people and what kind of road I want them to go on, because you got to keep the end in mind when you're talking to somebody. So from the very beginning, when I'm inviting somebody to my challenge, I'm actually inviting them to be a coach. They just don't know it yet. So you got to keep this in mind. So here's my little road map, okay? And I'm just going to give you an idea, because I want you to make your own road map, because it's really important to keep this in front of you. This is my big binder for work, and this is my road map that I keep on the front. So this is what I do. Let me make sure you guys can all see this. Can you see it? Yeah. Okay. The first thing that happens is, and sometimes I don't need to do this step, but sometimes I do, is this, I call my free challenge the 6-day slim down. So this is a free gift for them. It's like, hey, nice to meet you. I would love for you to join me in what I'm doing, here's a free gift, okay? And that's what your 5-day free eat clean, train mean, whatever you call your challenge, your free challenge, that's what this is. It's a gift. And you have to think of it that way because you're putting a lot of time and effort into them for this challenge group. This is not something that they can normally get for free. I mean, this is a gift that you are giving them. You're giving them this mini challenge of nutrition, of fitness, of accountability, all in one little pretty package just for them. So that's your gift, okay? Then after that, I expect to be talking to them and helping them through their goals, and I expect them to do a challenge with me. They invest between $140 and $200. I know this is probably backwards for you, but I'm sure you could read backwards. Oh, it's not? Okay, whatever. And then I know it says 30-day challenge, but I made most of mine now 21 days. But either way, you get the point. It's for them to join a challenge with me, okay? After that, I follow along the road, and I invite them to a 5-day sneak peek or an open house or ask them information about being a coach, whatever it is. So from there, they can go up here to being a discount coach or a regular coach, whatever it is, and that's the next step. As I talk to them and I help them through their fitness goals, and if they decide to then follow along with the coaching plan, then I put them into a training. I can't read that. What does that say? Oh, yes. I'm sorry. This is the welcome email first before training. The welcome email and the coach group on Facebook so that they're always in the know and understanding what's going on. Then along goes to training, and then the next training to Ruby, and the next training to Diamond, and then they'll become a top coach. So make sure you keep this in front of you because you want to remember what you're doing and what your goals are when you're talking to people. Okay, just wanted to share that with you. While we're talking about the progression, that first part you have your free challenge and then you're putting them into a challenge. I want you to remember that my goal is to have this person join me and help other people get healthy and fit by becoming a coach. Okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create something to tell our story so that when we then put them into a challenge, we can share our story with all of the challengers to let them know what we do because, to be honest, they don't know our story. You might think they do from watching you on Facebook, but they need to hear what your story was. And when I say your story, I mean telling them how you got started. If you started with your fitness journey, tell them about your fitness journey. How did I get started? Did I already have P90X? Did I never finish it? Did I need a challenge group to get me started? Something like that. Was I already fit and wanted to help others and share my story with them? Or, whatever your story is, you got to write it down and kind of bullet point it so that you can then create a video. So start with your fitness journey, whatever led you to become a coach. And then you can tell them a little bit about coaching and why it means so much to you and why you run these challenge groups. So you can definitely just explain to them what you're doing because they really don't have any clue most of the time. They just think, oh, this is awesome, a challenge. I just told somebody the other day, by the way, that that what I do, I actually make money at, and they had no clue. They've been following me on Facebook for months. They just kind of deemed me a fitness person and never knew that I made money at doing that. I thought that was kind of interesting. So anyway, make sure you bulletproof this, and then I want you to create a video of your story. And so get a pen because I want you to write down these 7 tips for creating your story on video. And what you're going to do is you're going to share this with all of your challengers before your challenge starts. Just kind of like a welcome video, letting them know a little bit about the challenge and then why you're doing this. Basically, then telling them your story. So you're gonna write it down. You're gonna memorize it. Kind of just know the main points of it, and then you're going to bullet point your story on index cards because that's going to help you when you're videotaping yourself. So just put like one main idea and then another main idea, but it's easier once you have it on index cards to follow along without just reading full sentences. Just put main things down there to remind you of what you want to say. So, okay, these are like literally little tips about actually using your phone and videotaping yourself. 1, your camera on your phone. Most people have a camera on the front and on the back of their phone. And I've made the mistake multiple times, many times, of using the front camera because I could see myself and I wanted to make sure that I looked okay while I was doing it. But let me tell you, when you use the front camera, it doesn't have as much high resolution, so your picture will come out fuzzier. So you got to use the back. The back has a better camera on it. I'm pretty much sure all cameras, the back has a better camera. So no, you won't be able to watch yourself, but you'll be able to have a better video to share with people. So that's number 1. Number 2, turn your camera. Do not film yourself this way. I think you guys already all know that, but just making sure that you do. Film yourself this way so that when they watch in the camera, it fills the whole, when they watch on their screens, it fills the whole screen. And it won't be that little, that little strip that they can't see the whole thing. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, this has happened to me so many times where I'm in the middle of making a totally awesome video and Amy calls me in the middle of me taping my video and it ruins the entire video. I hate it. I have to pick up the phone and be like, Amy, would you not call me seriously? Okay, so that's my fault, not hers, because you should be putting your phone on airplane mode when you videotape so nobody interrupts you. It is the worst. I'm telling you, the worst when you have a totally awesome video and you can't finish it. You just can't. It's totally trash if you don't do that. So make sure you put it on airplane mode. Please don't forget that one. Put it on airplane mode. And then don't forget to take it off airplane mode, because if not, your husband gets mad at you when he can't get a hold of you. Okay. I talked about index cards. Oh yes, okay. Another one. Minimal noise. If you can, tell the children to shut up. Be very nicely quiet for you. Just kidding. Just try to have minimal noise. Example, I saw somebody's video once where she wanted to go somewhere where nobody else was, and that's fine, but she was right next to a heater, and the heater was running so loudly in the background behind her, I couldn't watch any of it. I turned it on. I watched maybe like 5 seconds, and I turned it off. I was like, I don't even watch this. This is stupid. So make sure nothing distracting is in the background. And if it happens to be, like if you have like a quick thing to say to people and you want to videotape it and it's kind of noisy around, bring it to attention. I know this sounds crazy, but if you are starting a video and it's loud in the background, the person's just going to listen to that background noise unless you start and say, hey guys, this is Ashley. I just want to bring you, I just have a moment to give you a thought, and I understand it's loud in the background, but I didn't want to wait any longer to get you this information. Okay, so sorry about the noise. And then follow along. Once you bring attention to it like that, they just kind of forget about it. It's like, okay, well, I understand, no problem, move on. No big deal. But for your welcome video, try not to do that. Set yourself up a good setting for the video. Okay. Second to last thing. Actually third to last thing. Try to lower your voice just a little bit. We're all girls. I know that sounds really crazy to do, to lower your voice, but I know myself, I can sound really screechy sometimes when I'm like super excited to tell somebody something. I get really high-pitched about things and it sounds really bad on video, okay? And it turns people away so fast. You see what I mean? So just lower your voice a little bit. Just a little bit. You don't have to sound like a man. You just don't want to sound super screechy on video, because that's another thing that people are just going to turn off and ignore if it's too high-pitched. Okay. Second to last thing, smile. So some of us, we smile all the time and we don't have a problem with that. But on video, it might not come across all the time. So you just got to smile a little bit more. Now don't look crazy, but just smile naturally. And remember, smile while you're talking to the camera. And then last thing is practice, practice, practice. You've got to go over this a couple times before you start taping, or else you're going to tape like 8 million times before you're like, oh, that's perfect. And for a bonus, one more bonus, it's easier to edit things out when you don't like them if you have one continuous long video versus 8 million small videos. So, for example, say you're talking to the camera and you're like, hi, my name is Ashley, this is what I do, I love challenge groups, woohoo! By the way, this is how I got started with the challenge group, and then you forget what you were going to say. And you're like, that was, I can't use this video now. Well, that's not true. You're just going to stop, you're going to regroup, let the camera keep running, you're going to check your cards, get yourself back on track, smile at the camera, and continue. If every time you mess up you smile and stop and then regroup and then go in front of the camera, smile, and then get started, then you can just edit out that small spot. It's so much easier to edit out things when you have one long continuous video than it is to constantly start all over, because you're just gonna A, frustrate yourself, and B, give you a lot more work. So I hope those tips help you. I know they helped me when I heard them. I want you guys to work on this week and try to get it done by Thursday so that we can all give tips to each other's video. I know I have to redo mine, and I'm sure some of you have to redo yours. So this would be a perfect opportunity for us to all help each other out. We'll post it, we'll give constructive criticism if needed, and let each other know where we really excelled so we can take those points over to our videos. So if we can get that done by Thursday, then we can all share them and use them for the beginning of our challenge groups. So you're going to post this right in the beginning of your challenge group so everybody can see it. That is all I have for today. You guys need anything that we can help you out with? This is a perfect opportunity, so go ahead and unmute yourselves and ask. What is this? I leaned so much. What?
Oh, that's me. I learned so much.
Oh, you? I'm horrible at this.
Come on, Ashley, figure it out. I just wanted to say real quick to Amber about the summit. Girl, you got this. Like, you have a free ticket in your back pocket. You just have to dig deep for 2 more months. So you already got Success Club 5 this month. So if you do it in March and April, you're on that plane, girl. So I just want to encourage you. I want you on that. Save up your money for your plane ticket, because you're going to get Success Club 5 the next 2 months, and you're getting on that plane with us. And Jose got the baby. Okay?
I have one more thing to share with you guys before you go. Please don't go yet. I want to have a contest this week amongst all of the coaches. Ooh, look at the eyes light up. I love that. Okay, so I want you to track how many people you invite every day to your challenge groups. Okay? Whoever comes out with the most amount of people invited, and okay, so you have to invite them, and they have to somehow respond. So I'm not saying whoever sold the most challenge packs. I'm not saying whoever has the most challengers. I'm saying whoever you have to have reached out to them, invited them with to get more information, and they have to have responded. So no, you can't count somebody if you messaged them, hey, you want to learn more about my next challenge group coming up, and they never responded at all. But if you said, hey, do you want to learn more about my next challenge group coming up on March 9th, and they get back and say, hey, yeah, give me more information, they count. Does that make sense? Excuse me. All right, so the winner of that, I haven't talked to Amy about this yet, but I think you can help me out with this. The winner will get a free t-shirt. Sound good?
Absolutely, I'm in for it.
Off of mute and tell me how excited you are.
I am freaking excited. This is awesome. You will totally get a rocking Shakeology t-shirt. They're pretty amazing. I had them made personally. And yeah, they rock. So I'm in. I love it. Great idea, Ash.
All right, cool. So we'll go until Sunday night. So today to Sunday night. Yay, Jen loves t-shirts. Whoop, whoop. Okay, good. So we got a good contest.
How are we keeping track of this, and how are we getting it to you?
Okay, so they need to keep track themselves. I'm not holding track of anything. And then you can get it to us by Sunday night, and then Monday on our very last call, which is what that's our last call, Monday night, we'll say who the winner is. You can track it on your BATs. That would be best. So on Sunday night, when you hand in your BAT, you will know who made the most calls. Sound good?
I totally slacked on that this week. I don't think I got any of the BATs. Get them to me.
Guys, hand in your BATs. There's no way we're going to know what you need help with and like, okay, so let's say, oh, hey, I didn't get any challenge points this week. Okay, well, let's look at your BAT and see where what needs help. Oh, I didn't hand in my BAT. Okay, well, we can't help you. Mm-hmm. So you got to hand in your BATs, okay? Hand them in tonight if you can, tomorrow morning at the latest, and then make sure you're keeping track this week so you can hand them in Sunday night to win your free t-shirt. Sound good? Any other questions? No questions? None. Who thinks we're going to have Fit Club tomorrow?
I don't know. This no thing on Tuesdays is getting to me now.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh. Jen, you have a question? I thought I saw you write something.
She said, wait, yep.
Oh, that's not what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. No, that's not what I want. Chat. Here we go. That's what I want.
We can't hear you, Jen.
Yeah, I can't hear you either.
We can't hear you.
Jen, you want to type it? We'll answer it. You said you don't have any new challengers. Many new challengers, correct? When's your next challenge? Oh, hey, you know what? You don't have to. They don't have to have been a challenger to be talked to about becoming a coach. Is that what you're asking? Yeah. So you got to think of it this way. I'm sure you have a list, pretty large list of everybody you know that we talked about before, making a list of everybody you know. And on that list, I'm sure you already know some people who are into fitness or into nutrition or into helping other people or just really nice people who seem ambitious. I mean, there's a lot of things you can look through that list and kind of pick out, oh yeah, they might like this. Those are the people you should talk to. They don't have to have already done a challenge for them to become a coach or to learn more about being a coach. I mean, first of all, when I became a coach, I had challenge groups weren't even a thing, but I still became a coach because somebody told me about Shakeology, and then I became a coach for the discount right away. So, they don't have to have been a challenger. It's just easier to talk to people once they've gone through a challenge because you'd be like, hey, do you want to run your own challenge? I mean, that's simple. But there's nothing wrong with talking to people who weren't already a challenger. And it's actually kind of cool because if you talk to somebody who wasn't already a challenger, if they say no, you can be like, okay, you want to try one of my challenge groups. If they say no, okay, well, let me give you a free gift. So either way, like, it's just bam, bam, bam. You have so many things that you can ask them and talk to them, and it never has to be a total no because you have so many things to offer them at that point because you're already starting at the top. It's really they don't have to already be a challenger. I have an example about that. Oh yeah, so I just talked to one of Jesse's old customers. He used to work for a company that he sells to, basically. He gave up that job so that he could start his own business, and what his own business was is he went around to companies, brought them treadmills and stuff. It's kind of a crazy business model. He brings them treadmills and has people work out at the office, at those people's offices. It's like a on wheels mobile fitness thing. I don't even know what he calls it. Anyway, I haven't talked to him in a couple of years, ever since he stopped working for the customer that Jesse has. So the other day I thought of him and I was like, oh, he would probably love learning more about being a coach. So I thought, well, maybe I should talk to him and ask him to get together with me. So I mentioned it to Jesse, and he's like, yeah, sure. So I messaged him, and I was like, hey, listen, I just want to know, I know you have your business, and I hope you're doing awesome with it. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm an online fitness and health coach, and I'd love to get together with you to see if we can, like, somehow, what was the wording I used? If we could somehow help each other out, basically. If we could complement each other in our businesses and kind of grow our network that way. And what I didn't know, I had no idea, is that his business is actually not doing well. He started working again for Jesse's customer part-time to help out because he wasn't doing well with his business. And because of that, I'm not sure if that's exactly why he said yes, but he was like, absolutely, I totally want to talk to you more about it. And so, now we're figuring out a time to get together. We might just end up exchanging emails, I'm not sure, but that's an example of, he has no idea what I do. He has never been in a challenge group, and he's already in the fitness industry. Why not talk to him? Because you know what? A lot of people in the fitness industry, they really want to help others. Like whether they're a group fitness coach or trainer at a gym or whatever it is. They do it because they really want to help people and they have a passion for fitness. But they probably don't make much money. They really don't, let's be honest. Like, it takes a lot for a fitness trainer to make a lot of money in that industry. And so this gives them the opportunity of continuing to do what they love and having the opportunity to create a real income doing it. So that's a great type of person to talk to. But there's all kinds of people you can talk to. Does that answer your question? Jen? Good. Thank you. Anybody else have questions?
Well, I just wanted to say to Jen, you're doing a great job with your personal timeline and posting your beautiful little face up there more often. So good job on that. I'm very proud of you. Yeah, show it off, girl. And if you notice, like the pictures that are genuine and that are you get a lot more likes on those. Like I went through and I looked and people are like, there's my girl Jen. So you've just been doing that for 1 week. So if you continue to do that, you're going to start attracting the same kind of like-minded people, and they're going to start forming relationships with you, and then you can offer them this amazing opportunity that you came across. So keep doing what you're doing. I absolutely love it, and I can see that more people are being drawn to your posts. So.
Awesome. Do you have anything else to add?
Yay, break! I'm going to go take a bubble bath with my husband. Okay.
Awesome.
Edit that out. Edit that out, please.
No, I'm keeping that in there.